I don't even know what to say. I just know that was, you know what I'm saying, that was a spirit, whether people know it or not.
You are approved for. Oh, so your name on the list and you're not even gonna go? This is Jay-Z. I know it's Jay-Z and he'll be Jay-Z tomorrow. You need to get over yourself too. That's why you paying Kendu all that money. See, that's your problem. Karma. You ain't nothing but hood rat who sat there and has tried to get in the way of people who were greater than you.
It seems like Mary J. Blige might know more than she's letting on when it comes to Jay-Z. Word on the street is she's seen firsthand how young artists got played under his watch.
And today we're talking about Jay-Z.
Woo! This was an insane headline yesterday. He is being accused of a 13-year-old girl in a Diddy lawsuit.
But there's more. Mary J. Blige just stepped into the mix, and now everyone's wondering, what does she know? And how is she tied to all this drama?
My life was on hold. My career was on hold. Everything was on hold because I was living a life that was just deceiving. I thought I was with someone that I knew, and I wasn't. So my life was on hold.
The rumors are getting louder. Did Mary go through the same thing? Has she just been waiting for the right moment to spill her own truth? Let's dive in. Jay-Z's latest lawsuit has sent shockwaves through the industry. But it's not just the allegations turning heads. It's the names being linked to the drama. Word is, Jay-Z and an unnamed woman were present during the wild events, and fans are buzzing with theories that the mystery woman might be none other than Mary J. Blige. While neither Mary nor Jay have been directly accused, resurfaced photos and timelines connecting them to the situation have the internet in full-blown detective mode.
She claimed Diddy and an unnamed celebrity proceeded to her while an unnamed female watched.
Well, now
Social media detectives are working overtime. Fans can't help but notice that Diddy, Jay-Z, and Mary J. Blige were practically joined at the hip in the late 90s and early 2000s, always spotted together at elite parties and events. And let's not forget, Mary and Diddy go way back. He actually played a major role in her career, overseeing her first 2 albums.
And then when I met him, he was the complete opposite. And he was such a good thing for me because I needed what he had.
At some point, though, things went south between Mary and Diddy, and she admitted it was on her. She once said, "The reason we split up is me not understanding the business the way I needed to understand it at the time. He had a label, he had a female artist, he had Biggie, but during that time, I was really dogging myself. I was a mess on D. Any smart man or businessman would have moved away from me. It felt like he was becoming distant, but looking back, I now understand why. I wasn't delivering properly. I wasn't taking care of my health, so how can he roll his dice on me?" Looking back, it might have been a blessing in disguise that Mary never officially signed with Bad Boy. But that doesn't mean she walked away without scars. There have been whispers for years that she went through some dark times while rolling with Diddy. Even in her Amazon documentary, she admitted there are things she's been through that she'll never reveal. And of course, fans wasted no time speculating. Could those hidden struggles be tied to her time with Diddy and Jay-Z? As of now, Mary J. and Diddy seem tighter than ever. In early 2023, Diddy even showered her with praise, telling people Mary J. Blige is one of the greatest storytellers in R&B history. She created a lane for women around the world to speak their truth to power, so nobody deserves this success more than her. Mary has also called Diddy her bestie and mentor, but not everyone is convinced. Some believe all this love and admiration is just a cover-up for what she really went through during her time with him. Given Diddy's long-standing reputation for being manipulative, there's speculation that their affectionate relationship might be masking some deep scars. In a revealing interview with Rolling Stone, Mary even admitted that Diddy wasn't just unfaithful when they were romantically involved. He also took credit for her work and manipulated her into signing bad contracts.
My life is probably my darkest album. At one of the darkest times I've had. Most of the times I was just depressed and didn't want to live. I had it all inside.
Blige shared that, back when Diddy was known as Puff Daddy, he lured her in with charm and charisma when she was a young and naive artist. He made promises to elevate her into stardom and shield her from the industry's pitfalls, but instead, he exploited her for financial gain and engaged in infidelity with multiple women.
I didn't know that so many people felt the same way.
She made it okay for people to say it's all right to be.
Blige shared that her realization came when she discovered Diddy had fathered a child with another woman in 1998. Confronting him, she demanded to end both their personal and professional relationship, but he refused to let her go. He begged me to stay with him. He said he loved me and he would change. He said he needed me and he couldn't do it without me. He said he would give me everything I deserved, Blige recounted. But it was all lies. He didn't want to lose me because I was his golden goose. I was making him millions of dollars. I was his ticket to fame and fortune. Blige recounted her struggle to break free from Diddy's grip, revealing that he made it incredibly challenging for her. She claimed he threatened to sue her, blacklist her, tarnish her reputation, and even physically harm her if she tried to leave him. He was a powerful man in the industry. He had connections everywhere. He had lawyers, bodyguards, hitmen. He had people who would do anything for him, Blige shared. He told me that if I ever left him, he would make sure I never worked again. He told me that if I ever spoke out against him, he would make sure I never lived again. Living in fear for years, Blige finally found the courage and resources to sever ties with Diddy in 2001. She hired new lawyers, managers, and producers to assist her in rebuilding her career and reclaiming her identity.
Did something really powerful by inspiring each other to want to live to see another.
Mary J. Blige opened up about her journey to healing, revealing that she turned to therapy, spiritual guidance, and sobriety to overcome the trauma and she endured at the hands of Diddy. I had to fight for my life. I had to fight for my freedom. I had to fight for my dignity, she shared. I had to overcome the pain, the anger, the betrayal, the addiction, the depression. I had to find myself again. I had to find my voice again. Now she's speaking out, not just to share her truth, but to inspire other women facing similar struggles. She's making it clear she wants the world to see Diddy for who he really is, a fraud, a manipulator, and a He's not the genius he claims to be. He's not the visionary he pretends to be. He's not the mogul he wants to be, Blige declared. He's a parasite. He's a leech. He's a monster. Despite everything, she has no regrets about working with Diddy. She sees it as part of her journey, one that helped shape her as an artist and as a person. She's proud of the music they created together and the lasting impact it had on culture. She also expressed deep gratitude for her fans and the respect she's earned from her peers for staying true to herself. At this stage in her life and career, she's fully content, embracing her status as a legend, an icon, and a queen. As for Diddy, I don't hate him. I don't love him. I don't need him, she said. I forgive him. Word on the street is that Kim Porter was working on a tell-all book before her untimely passing, and if the rumors are true, it was set to spill some serious tea, including some jaw-dropping details about Mary J. Blige. This book, which has been whispered about for years, reportedly dives deep into Kim's life and the wild experiences she had while being around Diddy. According to sources, it reveals how Kim allegedly did some unusual things to keep Diddy happy, all while secretly dealing with heartbreak and betrayal. It also claims that she stepped in multiple times to shield Al B. Sure from messy encounters with Diddy, warning him about certain places, and even intervening when necessary. Then there's the part that takes things to another level, the East Coast versus West Coast beef. The book allegedly suggests that there were shady moves being made behind the scenes regarding Tupac and Biggie's deaths. The claim? It wasn't just about rivalry, it was about controlling their music rights. Supposedly, Tupac and Biggie were planning to team up against Bad Boy and Death Row, but those plans were allegedly cut short in a tragic way. And if that wasn't enough, the book reportedly goes deep into the complicated relationship between Diddy and Mary J. Blige. One of the most shocking claims? That Mary got pregnant by Diddy but was pressured into terminating the pregnancy, allegedly with little say in the matter because Diddy made the final call. To this day, Kim Porter's case remains unsolved, leaving behind even more unanswered questions and speculation about what really happened, and whether this book, if it ever sees the light of day, could finally reveal the truth. So could this be mere coincidence, or does it hint at a deeper, darker connection between the three? One theory that's gaining traction is that the industry's biggest stars may have been part of a tight-knit circle, where boundaries were blurred and secrets were fiercely protected. Fans have noted how the lawsuit could bring long-buried truths to light, not just about Diddy, but about the culture of power and privilege that shielded these icons for years. Here's where it gets controversial. Some believe Mary J. Blige's silence on the matter isn't just about self-preservation, it could be about loyalty. Having worked with Diddy during her early career and maintaining a strong professional bond with Jay-Z, Mary may have insights into the dynamics that fueled this trio's meteoric rise. Fans are now questioning if Mary's long-standing allegiance to these two powerhouses means she knows more than she's letting on. Was she a silent witness to questionable behavior? Or was she simply caught in the crossfire of an era where loyalty trumped accountability? The questions are piling up, and Mary's lack of comment is only adding fuel to the fire. One person wrote, "Now I understand it more." In Atlanta, radio hosts and other entities were propping up Mary J. Blige as the new Queen of Soul. LOL and Beyoncé was proclaiming herself as the new Queen of Soul. Again, LOL. There'll never be another Queen of Soul because the soul music era has gone. So they both failed. But it also tells me that Diddy and Jay-Z wanted to keep Mary J. Blige in check. But Aaliyah had to go. She also was a threat to Beyoncé. This is what I got from all this. Let's talk about the infamous photos. Partygoers from the early 2000s have described a hedonistic scene where A-list celebrities mingled with impunity. Mary, Jay-Z, and Diddy were often seen together, radiating an aura of untouchable stardom. Fans are scrutinizing these images as potential proof that the three were closer than anyone realized, and perhaps closer than they'd like us to remember.
Mary J. Blige is allegedly on a freak-off tape with Diddy. It's been going around all over TikTok that Mary J. Blige is in a freak-off tape with Diddy, and she's saying that this was her rite of passage.
Could these be just harmless throwback photos, or are they clues to something bigger? Social media detectives are dissecting everything, from the body language to the exclusivity of these gatherings, painting a picture of an industry inner circle that played by its own rules. One theory making waves suggests that Diddy, Jay-Z, and Mary J. Blige were part of a gatekeeper culture that dominated the music industry for decades. The idea? This elite circle didn't just control careers. They also protected themselves from scrutiny, making sure certain secrets never saw the light of day.
And a lot of people have always wondered about Mary J. Blige, and they feel like she is in on some shit because she has never opened her mouth and she has been with Diddy.
When you add in Mary J. Blige's collaborations with Jay-Z and her continued presence at the top of the industry, it's no wonder fans are starting to connect the dots. Some are revisiting old interviews and lyrics, hunting for hidden clues about what Mary might have seen or even experienced during her time in the inner circle. It seems like Mary has also observed the circumstances surrounding Aaliyah's tragic fate. Aaliyah had her name linked with Jay-Z for an extended period. Mary at one point expressed a belief in foul play regarding Aaliyah's death and reportedly conveyed a sense of foreboding, indicating that she thought she knew she was next. In her words, quote, "It was just that when I saw her die, that's when I discovered the fact that I'm next," Blige said. "I don't know how or when, but I'm next. I don't know what kind of freak accident they're going to put me in or what kind of overdose of H they're going to sort out, but at the end of the day, I knew I was next. I just thought, I'm scared." The choice of words appears quite precise, suggesting that Mary may have a keen understanding of how certain individuals are targeted or harmed. There is an assertion that Aaliyah's death was not accidental, indicating a belief in intentional circumstances surrounding her tragic demise. During a recent interview, Damon Dash, a former confidant of Jay-Z, shared some surprising insights into Jay-Z's prior involvement with Aaliyah. Dash suggested that Jay-Z's intentions towards Aaliyah may have been dubious from the outset. Furthermore, he made the shocking claim that Jay-Z had a hand in Aaliyah's association with R. Kelly.
Was he bitter?
Obviously. Yeah, he felt the way.
The concern and tension between Damon Dash and Jay-Z regarding R. Kelly stem from a disturbing episode involving Aaliyah. R. Kelly's actions came under scrutiny, especially with the recent release of the Lifetime documentary, Surviving R. Kelly. This documentary sheds light on R. Kelly's alleged marriage to an underage Aaliyah in 1994, which followed his pursuit of a S relationship with her and purportedly impregnating her.
Everybody was getting at Aaliyah, bro.
Right.
She was like, she'll go to dinner with a but she wasn't going to just be smashing. So that was like the big deal.
Dame Dash has openly criticized Jay-Z for their past collaborations with R. Kelly on joint albums such as The Best of Both Worlds in 2002 and its sequel Unfinished Business in 2004. In a recent appearance on the That's F Up podcast, the co-founder of Rockefeller Records discussed Jay-Z's professional association with R. Kelly, who had previously married a 15-year-old Aaliyah in 1994 when he was 27. Dame Dash, who had a close relationship with Aaliyah about a year before her untimely death in 2001, expressed his disapproval of Jay-Z's decision to work with R. Kelly. He shared his disbelief, stating, "I just couldn't believe he did a project with R. Kelly knowing that he'd R my girl." Dash emphasized his stance by adding, "I was like, just don't put my name on that. I don't want no money from that. If it is, put it to Aaliyah Foundation. Highlighting the repeated collaboration, Dame Dash pointed out, like they did this twice, referring to Jay-Z and Kelly's second collaborative project.
Yeah, I think he's where he belongs. I mean, I know Aaliyah, so I know what he did. I can't be objective.
When asked whether he had ever confronted R. Kelly about his treatment of Aaliyah, Damon revealed that Aaliyah had personally asked him to leave it alone completely. He also confirmed that he and R. Kelly had appeared in the same music video, although Aaliyah had requested that they not engage in any confrontations or share scenes with the bump and grind singer.
So that's the thing that people would be like when Jay was doing videos with him, I was be in the video, but I'd be like, yo, what do you want me to do? And she'd be like, don't start nothing, just don't be in no shots with him.
Damon Dash mentioned that he put forth his best effort in pursuing Aaliyah, only to later discover that Jay-Z had also shown interest in her. He expressed his initial frustration upon learning this, saying, I wasn't aware that Jay was also interested. He mentioned that the situation became complicated as they were both vying for her attention. Eventually, they both encountered each other, and the outcome was a lengthy and complex story.
Aaliyah, dated her. What's her legacy?
Coolest girl in the whole world. You know, too good for this world.
The music executive went on to disclose that Jay-Z had become noticeably resentful once he discovered that Damon was pursuing Aaliyah. Damon explained that he had some feelings about it, but it was common knowledge. People tried to act like he was really involved with her. Although he was sending gifts and making romantic gestures, he was courting her. So they were both putting in a lot of effort, and we coincidentally found themselves in the same house on the 4th of July.
So we were both going hard. And we ended up in the same house, 4th of July. So we were, for some reason, this day.
Wait a minute, you, Jay, and Aaliyah ended up in the same house.
Yeah.
It was a situation where Aaliyah's attention might sway toward him one moment and then toward me the next. Damon emphasized his consistency in his pursuit of the singer, saying, but that particular week, I was on top of my game. Everything I said was witty. You know what I mean? He recollected a specific incident, saying, I remember coming downstairs and Jay-Z had this sigh. His friends were teasing him and making jokes. However, it seems like Jay-Z won the game and he has reportedly also dated Aaliyah. This also caught fans' attention / one of them wrote, when Aaliyah was interviewed back in 1997, she stated that she still admired R. Kelly. There were never any signs of trauma coming from her when asked about her alleged marriage with Robert. Additionally, from what Dame is saying, Aaliyah never said anything pertaining to what he believes R. Kelly did to Aaliyah. Right before she died, she was jamming to R. Kelly and Jay-Z's song, Not Guilty, at her listening party. Another one added, I wish she would have went with her gut and never got on that plane and wait for another flight. I legit loved her music and her dancing. When she died, I was so fucking sad and like, no, why her lord, why? Rip Aaliyah, she was such an amazing singer. One more person penned her emotions as, I'm surprised at all the comments stating R. Kelly was railroaded when there was an insurmountable amount of evidence against him. It's disappointing that individuals only started to speak up when the hit the fan. Imagine how many women and men could have been spared the trauma if R. Kelly was sat down a long time ago. And yet Jay-Z collaborated with R. Kelly, which also makes people think that what Kelly did to Aaliyah. Jay-Z was also involved. Aaliyah tragically passed away at the young age of 22 in 2001 due to a plane crash that occurred while she was leaving the Bahamas. At the time, she was in the midst of shooting the music video for Rock the Boat on the island. The crash, which took the lives of Aaliyah and 8 other passengers, was attributed to the aircraft being overloaded.
Out of the Bahamas tonight, authorities have confirmed that R&B singer and actress Aaliyah is among 8 people killed in a plane crash.
Anyways, the former backup singer for R. Kelly even attested to witnessing a then 27-year-old Kelly engaging in S activity with the then 15-year-old Aaliyah on a tour bus. This revelation has rekindled the controversy and shed new light on the troubled dynamics within Rockefeller and between its co-founders, Damon Dash and Jay-Z.
Do you think you would have married her one day?
Yeah.
As you hear all this other stuff in the news with R. Kelly, how does that make you feel about him?
We talked about it.
For an extended period, the prevailing narrative surrounding R. Kelly and Aaliyah took a different and deeply troubling shape. Instead of highlighting the nature of their relationship, it was often framed as a romantic love story.
What is the deal with you and R. Kelly? Are you all married or not?
No, I'm not married. Robert's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. He's a great producer, great artist who I do admire.
Official records reveal that Aaliyah and Kelly were married in an unlawful ceremony in 1994, when Aaliyah was a mere 15 years old, while Kelly was 27. This controversial union was swiftly annulled, with both parties vehemently denying its existence.
There's nothing there at all.
However, in the aftermath of Aaliyah's tragic death in 2001, accounts from her friends, family, and former boyfriends began to surface, painting a grim picture of the alleged she endured at the hands of R. Kelly. Damon Dash, who was in a relationship with Aaliyah at the time of her tragic passing, then shared in Surviving R. Kelly that Aaliyah was too emotionally scarred by her relationship with Kelly to confide in him fully. She could only reveal limited details. That dude was a bad man. However, one of Dash's most surprising revelations concerned a brief romantic involvement between Aaliyah and Jay-Z, as the rapper had reportedly made significant efforts to pursue her.
We talked about it up to the point where it hurt. And then she said, I don't want to talk about it no more.
Jay-Z has been in a happy marriage with the global superstar Beyoncé since 2008. The couple shares 3 children, including the well-known Blue Ivy, and a set of twins named Sir and Rumi. In the aftermath of Aaliyah's tragic passing, the rapper has continued to create numerous records and collaborate with various production companies, significantly boosting his net worth beyond that of many in his industry.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank all the producers and Dream for writing the song, Justin, and all the, typical things. I want to thank God.
So from what several people went through due to Jay-Z was all known to Mary J. Blige, and now seems like she herself is scared of her life. Now with this lawsuit unfolding, it feels like Pandora's box has been opened, and the ripple effects are just beginning. If Mary J. Blige decides to speak out, it could either clear her name or only deepen the mystery surrounding her ties to Jay-Z and Diddy. Fans are split. Some believe she's just a victim of the circumstances, while others think she might have been a key player in keeping the industry's darkest secrets under wraps.
But not include the mystery female.
Correct.
Who, people are still asking, who is she and why aren't you putting her name in there if you put in the other name?
The conspiracy theories, the photos, and all the unanswered questions are coming together, sparking a perfect storm of controversy. While the lawsuit may be centered on Diddy, the connections to Jay-Z and Mary J. Blige are impossible to overlook. Could this be the moment the music industry's biggest secrets come to light? Or will the power players once again walk away unscathed? One thing's certain, fans are watching closely and the drama is just getting started. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.